Hi, let's say you want to make a HR presentation and you want to introduce a team member. This is a nice way of doing it. On a click, we bring in one part of the image of the team member and then talk about one facet of the person. Then we show the other facet like this, and then the other facet, and then this, and this, and that completes the image. And also the name of the person is shown and the various attributes of the person are shown, and this is a memorable way to present your team member. It is quite easy to create this effect. Let me show you how it is done from scratch. But before that, I am Ramgopal from presentationprocess.com, the creator of comprehensive all-in-one PowerPoint bundle, a collection of more than 4,500 premium animated PowerPoint templates that help you create beautiful and engaging presentations in minutes. I am on a new slide. I've used a dark background by right-clicking and going to Format Background. I chose a solid fill, which is of this gray color. Let me add the image onto the slide. Let me go to Insert, Pictures. I'm going to pick up one of the stock images that are available inside PowerPoint. Of course, you can find your own source to get your images. Let me search for people. I find this image to be just appropriate. Let me select this and say Insert. Then let me crop this image into a square shape. So let us go to Crop, go to Aspect Ratio and say 1:1. Now this is just what we want. So let me hit Escape and then let me resize it while holding the Shift button down and keep this to one side. Then I'm going to create a 6-part pie chart. For that, let me use Smart Art. So let us go to Insert, go to Smart Art and then say Cycle. And here we have the basic pie option. You click on it and you say OK. Now we have 3 segmented pie. Let us go here to the text pane, hit Enter, Enter, Enter. Now we have 6 segments. Perfect. Let us click on the bounding box. Then go to Smart Art Design and say Convert, Convert to Shapes. Then right click, Group and say Ungroup. Now everything is ungrouped. Now you can see that one pie is just out of the way. So we are going to select everything and then press Align Center and Align Middle. Now everything is proper. Then let me select this image here and then place it right over here and then click and drag and ensure that the edges match with the circular pie chart. Now it is time for us to cut the picture in the background to these small segments of the pie. Now I'm going to show you 2 ways of doing it. One doesn't work most of the times. The second one always works. Let me duplicate this slide. The one that seems like an obvious solution but doesn't work always is the use of Fragment tool. Let me select the picture here, then hold the Shift button down, select each of these segments of the pie, then go to Shape Format, Merge Shapes and say Shape Fragment. Now I would expect that the photo is cut into 6 different pie segments, but if you really see, it doesn't really happen that way. For some reason, Fragment tool doesn't always work in a predictable way in PowerPoint. A much more reliable way is to use Shape Intersect option in PowerPoint. Let me delete this. Let me show you how it is done. Let us select this picture, put it on the clipboard by pressing Ctrl C. Now your picture is in the clipboard. Now while holding the Shift button, I'm going to select the first piece of the pie and then go to Merge Shapes and say Shape Intersect. Then Ctrl V to paste it. Can you see it brings back the original image, and I'm going to place it back again. Right click, send it to back. Select the picture, hold the Shift button down and click on the second piece, go to Merge Shapes and say Shape Intersect. Ctrl V, once again place it exactly on top of the previous one, right click and send it to back. Hold the Shift button down and select the next piece, Merge Shapes and Shape Intersect. So you continue doing that for the remaining pieces. Now we have the image split into individual pieces of the pie. Let us select everything and place it right in the center. Now it is only a matter of adding your attributes here. So let me say attribute 1 and let us give this a contrasting color, increase the font size and make it into white. And then I'm going to copy and write another attribute, attribute 2, and I keep doing that for the remaining attributes as well. Now the job is done. It is time for us to bring in the animation. So let us select this, go to animations and say fly in animation, and this flies in from top right And to add a bit of drama, we are going to add bounce effect. Let us select this, go to effect options, add bounce end somewhere in the middle and say okay. So that is how it comes in. And then we add a simple wipe animation from left after previous. Same way, let us have this fly in from right this time. And then the same way as we did earlier, we are going to have the effect options and add bounce effect. And then we are going to have this one wipe from left after previous. So that is how we continue. If you want to be more efficient about it, you can select all of these one after another and then add a fly in animation. And then you can always change the direction. For example, this one comes from bottom right and this one comes from bottom left and this one comes from left and this one comes from top left. So we have changed all the directions and all of these are going to be on click. So we'll say on click and then we will animate each of these by selecting all of them and add wipe animation. And once again, I'm going to have these things happen after previous and move them accordingly. So this one is wiping in from left and then we move the next one and this needs to wipe in from right. And then we move the next one and this needs to wipe in from right. And the same way this one wipe in from right. So you can do that either in bulk or you can do one after another. It is completely up to you. Once it is done, let us go to slideshow. On a click, we show the one attribute and one part of the photo. And we continue doing that. On each click, we show each segment and the corresponding attribute. Finally, you can always add the name of the person here. And this can fade in at the end, like say fade, and this happens with previous. So when we do this, this is how the name of the person appears. In our Ramgopal's PowerPoint Mastery program, we share a lot of such creative and interesting ways to use PowerPoint. You can click on the link in the description box below the video and check out more details about this comprehensive and creative PowerPoint training program available online. If you are a beginner and you want to build a strong foundation in PowerPoint, then I would recommend Complete PowerPoint Foundation course. Of course, when you get Ramgopal's PowerPoint Mastery program, this program gets bundled in. I will leave a link to both these products in the description box below the video. If you like this tutorial, then you would really love this other tutorial that I created, which shows you how to use custom animation to add a bit of creativity in introducing your team members. I will leave a link to this useful video right here on your screen right now. You can click on the link, go watch that video and learn another useful trick to present your team members like a pro.